In the quiet town of Harrow Hill, the residents always warned newcomers about the old house on Maple Street. It had been abandoned for decades, and local legends spoke of its dark past. Children dared each other to venture inside, but no one ever stayed for long. Mia and Lucas, curious teenagers with a taste for adventure, decided to investigate the house one Halloween night. Armed with flashlights and a camera, they crept through the overgrown yard and pushed open the creaking front door. The inside was eerily silent, dust motes dancing in the beam of their flashlights. Broken furniture and torn wallpaper hinted at the house's former grandeur. Lucas started filming, eager to capture any signs of the supernatural. "Let's split up and cover more ground," Mia suggested, her voice echoing in the empty hallway. Lucas nodded and headed upstairs while Mia explored the ground floor. She moved cautiously, the wooden floorboards groaning under her weight. She found herself in a grand library, filled with decaying books and a massive, ornate mirror hanging on the wall. As she approached the mirror, a chill ran down her spine. Her reflection seemed normal at first, but then it smiled, though she hadn't. Mia stumbled back, her heart racing. "Lucas, you need to see this!" she called out, but there was no response. Upstairs, Lucas was examining a series of old photographs. They depicted a family. A stern-looking father, a delicate mother, and 2 children. The last photo showed the family standing in front of the house, but their faces were blurred, twisted into expressions of fear. He felt a sudden drop in temperature and turned to see his breath misting in the air. The door to a nearby bedroom creaked open slowly. He entered, his flashlight beam revealing a child's room frozen in time. Toys were scattered across the floor, and a small bed sat against the wall, perfectly made. A soft humming filled the room like a lullaby. Lucas felt a hand brush his shoulder and spun around, but no one was there. The humming grew louder, and he realized it was coming from a closet in the corner. With trembling hands, he opened the closet door. Inside was a small, dusty music box, its lid slowly opening and closing on its own. He picked it up, and the melody stopped abruptly. In the silence, he heard Mia scream from downstairs. He rushed down to find Mia standing in front of the mirror, her eyes wide with terror. Her reflection was no longer smiling, it was reaching out, trying to pull itself through the glass. Dark, ghostly hands emerged, grabbing at Mia's arms. Lucas dropped the music box and ran to her, but the hands pulled Mia into the mirror before he could reach her. Her terrified face was the last thing he saw before she vanished. Panicking, Lucas looked around for something, anything to break the mirror. He grabbed a chair and hurled it at the glass, shattering it into a million pieces. But the reflection remained, and Mia was gone. Suddenly the air grew thick with whispers, and shadows began to creep along the walls. Lucas backed away, realizing the house was alive with malevolent spirits. He bolted for the front door, but it slammed shut before he could escape. The whispers grew louder, and the shadows closed in. Lucas felt icy fingers wrapping around his throat, pulling him into the darkness. His flashlight flickered and died, leaving him in pitch-black terror. The next morning, the townspeople found the house eerily quiet. They discovered the shattered mirror and the abandoned camera, but no sign of Mia or Lucas. The footage on the camera showed their final moments, ending with a chilling, inhuman laugh. The house on Maple Street remained abandoned, its dark secrets intact. The legend grew, warning all who dared to enter. For in that house, the line between the living and the dead was perilously thin, and those who crossed it were never seen again.